बीच बाजारी दंगे लग गए दो तलवारी अखियों के मखना
ओ जान कटेंगे जिगर कटे अब इन दो धारी अखियों से मखना
A country with 1.8 billion people, that is the entire population of Europe, including Russia. And kite surfers you can count on your fingers in our country. We have 7,600 kilometers of coastline or more, which gives a lot of room per kite surfer in the country. That's the story of India and its history with kite surfing. We're trying our best, we're making the best effort to encourage the youths to get into water sports, get into the water, use the coastline, get active. And that's where our story begins. The country has a sportive background, but the sportive background is in sports like cricket, hockey, football, kabaddi, and the sport that gets most promotion is cricket as a whole. Not a lot of people enter the seas because I think parents think that it's really dangerous for the kids to get out and venture into the ocean. This is all but the fishing communities who live by the ocean every single day. The people living in the cities, they're not swimmers, they don't know how to read the currents. It is changing though, slowly, it's time, things are changing around. With such a huge coastline, so much water, good wind, good conditions, and the coast not being very populated and crowded, there is a huge future for sports like kite surfing, surfing, stand-up paddleboarding in this country. Bringing a change around in sport for women in the country. Sport is a really good tool that can pave the way for a certain amount of cultural change, a cultural relaxation on all the problems that are enforced onto women in the country. A girl who practices sport is seen to be a liberated woman in the country because she has a mind of her own. She wants to go and practice sport maybe for a few hours every day. There are a lot of other women who follow this leading lady, and brings change because a lot more people can see it's a possibility.
I think so. I mean, women in India are considered to be housewives or considered to do very typical jobs. Not many pursue sport as careers. Very few, and people remember their names on the top of their head. Families don't support women stepping out. Not everybody is financially equipped, and they think women shouldn't get out into sport when they can take care of families and be at home and be a mum, be a sister and things like that. I think that's one big cultural block that people have when it comes to women and sport in India. Family support is really important. If your family pushes you to get into sport, I think that's the only time women look at it and maybe pursue it as a career or something they do for a while.
When we do these sports, especially kitesurfing, we are tapping into a very natural energy. You know, the sun is heating up our Earth's atmosphere, and that's what causes the pressure gradient and creates wind. And of course, the wind creates waves. As kite surfers and as surfers, we are tapping into this energy, and we are becoming a direct channel for this type of energy. Therefore, I believe that we not only connect with it, but we realize that we are very much a part of it. And therefore, we must live in symbiosis, some sort of symbiotic relationship with the environment. We believe that this can not only help on the environmental side, but also on the social side, you know. The surfing community in India is now about 100, 200 people. 80% of them are all from the villages. They're all fishermen. You know, they're all kids that now have a purpose in life beyond just, you know, fishing as much as they can. No, it's amazing. We have 7,600 kilometers of coastline in India. We're shaped like a peninsula, so we do get wind and waves on both sides, on the east and the west coast. Like one of the reasons I'm even more excited right now is because most of it has been untapped, it's been undiscovered, and a lot of us are very focused on, you know, discovering the spots. Every month we discover an amazing spot. You know, it's quite an exciting time. You don't get to do this in most of the Western world, where you can travel and surf a different, you know, undiscovered spot every single day.